Global Times, 22nd of March 2024, Japan considers a risky trilateral alliance with the United States and the Philippines in a diplomatic document to contain China. The globe has become aware of the Chinese menace that is afflicting democratic countries worldwide. The annual Japanese foreign policy paper, which Japanese media disclosed on Thursday, suggests that Japan intends to maintain its cautious stance towards China while placing greater emphasis on strengthening trilateral relations with the United States and the Philippines to restrain China's peaceful advancement. Analysts from China cautioned that collaboration among the United States, Japan, and the Philippines could become an established pattern in the future, given Japan's true objective of strengthening its military and implementing a constitutional amendment. Japan, which has benefited substantially from a prosperous and peaceful Asia-Pacific region for decades, was strongly discouraged from participating in efforts led by the United States to partition and militarize the area. Such actions would invariably be detrimental to Japan's overall interests. Their statements followed Thursday's Kyodo News report, which cited an unfinished draft of Japan's annual foreign policy report. The report stated that Japan will prioritize enhancing cooperation with the United States and the Philippines to counter China's actions in the Asia-Pacific region. China has continued and intensified its efforts to unilaterally alter the status quo by force and military activities in waters encircling Japan, including the South and East China Seas, according to the Diplomatic Blue Book for 2024. According to a draft obtained by Kyodo News, Japan's security environment is the most severe and complex due to China's actions. It should be addressed through collaboration with like-minded nations, including the Philippines, Australia, South Korea, and its close security ally, the United States. As tensions between China and Japan have increased recently, Japan has revised its diplomatic blueprints and defense policy documents to depict China more accurately. The diplomatic report of Japan from the previous year characterized China as the greatest strategic challenge. The director of the Institute of Northeast Asian Studies at the Heilongjiang Provincial Academy of Social Sciences, De Zhigong, told the Global Times on Friday that the country's continued hawkishness and relatively tough stance toward China this year is not conducive to overall stability or the healthy development of bilateral relations. Moreover, it will impede economic and trade cooperation and mutual understanding among the people. As denoted, Japan has pursued constitutional amendments in recent years. Right-wing forces in the country continually instill in the public the notion that Japan should become a normal country with self-defense capabilities and exaggerate external threats as justifications. Professor Li Haidong of the China Foreign Affairs University criticized Japan's security dominance over the United States and its lack of autonomy in strategic decision-making. From an objective standpoint, the Asia-Pacific region has enjoyed decades of prosperity and security, of which Japan has benefited substantially. Li stated that Japan's overall interests would unquestionably be harmed by US-led efforts to militarize and partition the region. Therefore, Japan should not participate in such endeavors. In recent years, the security collaboration among the United States, Japan, and the Philippines has intensified regarding trilateral cooperation. On April 11, in Washington, Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is scheduled to meet with the United States and the Philippines presidents, Joe Biden and Ferdinand Marcos Jr., respectively. This will be the country's first trilateral summit. A deeper level of cooperation is anticipated, according to Kyodo. It stated that Japan is attempting to establish multilateral alliances with countries like the Philippines and Australia, as opposed to its previous reliance on its bilateral partnership with the United States. This shift reflects the country's intention to contain China collectively. It stated that multilateral discussions have occurred between Japan, the Philippines, and the United States regarding the possibility of Japan joining the Assertive Military Cooperation Framework AUKUS, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and Australia. The alliance between the United States, Japan, and the Philippines attempts to exert pressure on China in the territorial dispute between China and the Philippines. However, Li told the Global Times that this strategy would not produce the intended results. The United States is attempting to escalate tensions over Taiwan to accelerate the formation of a NATO-like organization in the Asia-Pacific region. Japan and the Philippines are critical actors manipulated by the US in this endeavor. Li cautioned that this trilateral coordination would substantially exacerbate the security situation in the West Pacific region. He further forecasted that the trilateral collaboration, which includes military maneuvers, island landing drills, joint maritime patrols with other nations, and the Philippines utilizing its ASEAN membership to exert influence over other ASEAN countries, could eventually become a routine and established practice.